Before we begin, I want to make two things perfectly clear. One, I'm the best infiltrator this rat hole of a guild's got. So if you think you're here to replace me, you're dead wrong. And two, you follow my lead and do exactly as I say. No questions, no excuses. Easy, huh? So, should I just hand you purses of coin, or are you gonna work to earn your keep? Let me give you a small bit of advice. Nothing in this line of work is easy. If it was, every dreg in the Ratway would be robbing Riften blind. If something's being handed to you on a silver platter, then there's a catch. Steal the platter instead. You get it? Then we understand each other. Good. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time talking about anything but business. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. We're in a bad way down here. Who knows? Old Delvin thinks it's some kind of curse. I think he's crazy. If you want my opinion, I'd say it's just plain old bad luck. You can get out there and start making a name for us again. Make them start fearing us like they did long ago. And while you're at it, make a little bit of coin on the side. Not a bad deal, eh? I handle the burglary, shill, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. When a client needs us to eliminate another, we don't operate like the Dark Brotherhood. We find alternate means to get them out of the way. We send you to plant some phony evidence in the Mark's house and then tip off the town guard. The rest takes care of itself. Sound like you can handle it? Whatever. Just get it done. Here's the job. Well, you done or what? Yeah, I did. That wood elf's wit. He's a lot smarter than I expected. Can you believe that fetcher had more than tripled the guard? There must have been 8 of them in there. It was like he was daring us to come and get him. Well, there's an old sewer tunnel that dumps into the lake on the northwest side of the island. That's how I slipped in there. Should still be unguarded. Are you kidding me? Ever since the guild's luck turned sour, we haven't had a coin to our name. And when the coin dried up, that's when people started to leave. We had the best of everything down here. The Ratway was a damn palace. The only way this place will ever return to its glory days is if we can finish these extra jobs and start the gold flowing again. The Flagon was once a city beneath the city. We had our own smith, our own alchemist, you name it. If we can make a name for ourselves in Skyrim once again, I can almost promise you those merchants would return. Best of all, we'd have enough gold to throw around so we could start living in the lap of luxury again. If you're ever in need of some quick coin for items you find on the job, Tanelia is the best fence around. And besides myself, Delvin, Niruin, and Vipper can help you with any sort of training you might need to sharpen your skills. No one dies. Remember that. We're not assassins.
I have not always been a ragged beggar. I learned my art from the masters of the art of flesh sculpture. I studied with the faculty of chirurgeons and cloud rest. I walked with the hollow-faced men of Notahogra for 3 years. I count the nobility of both the Empire and the Dominion among my clients. And yet, I have fallen so low that I must justify myself to a wanderer in the sewers of this backwater of the world. Change it. I can remake your face, if that's what you desire. I do not practice my art for free, however. I doubt you can afford my services. You have the smell of the vagabond about you. Indeed, it is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. All right, then.
Hail, summoner. Conjure me up a warm bed, would you? Need something? All right, then.
I heard the gourmet is hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, the fellow who wrote that cookbook. But you're quite the hunter.
Your hip was the wrong way,
Skilled with a bow,
but you look a little
you run
sickly.
after your prey, like a madman.
The Greybeards are a strange bunch. I heard they live their entire life without uttering a single word. Can you even imagine? I wish I could go with you.
My daughter's driving me crazy, so forgive me if I'm a bit on edge. Just get out of town as fast as you can. Nothing for anyone here.
You must be another pilgrim on the way up to High Hrothgar. No other reason to pass through here. Sure, pilgrim or not, if I were you, it's frightening living below their monastery. Sometimes I swear I can hear strange noises rolling down from up there. It sounds like thunder, but there's never any rain.
I'm aspiring to earn that title, yes. However, the road ahead is paved with loose cobbles and deadly pitfalls. Master Elgrim says I'm a natural, that I have a unique talent, but I fear his approval masks his intolerance for my mistakes. My errant formulas have cost Master Elgrim a fortune in ingredients, some of which are almost irreplaceable. To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in gathering these rare ingredients for me? That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated. Good talking to you.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Gleaming gemstones over here.
Someday, but, well, at least not of my kind. Would Mara be angry?
No, not at all. Mara believes that the spark of a union comes from inside us.
Buy some
Not
armor
from
and
our...
live to tell about
How do
it.
you feel? I think you might be sick.
Good journey.
My child.
Hello, friend. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Always a pleasure.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof.
Vegetables.
What's this
as
nonsense
crisp
I've
as
been
winter's
hearing?
morning.
How dare you call Bully a deadbeat?
If he paid what he owes, I wouldn't have to say anything. Besides, what in oblivion do you care?
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come off it, Niv. We both know you married that fisherman for his gold. You don't need to put on that for my gold.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. I got better things to do.
Greetings.
Need something?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways. Kirava, Percy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization. Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Good. If you need any details on your marks, I'll be here. Now get going. I'll be here when you're done.
You need advice? Talk to Brynjolf. I got better things to do.
Yes? Be seeing you.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here. I'll look the other way this time.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Looking to stay
All
alive?
meats guaranteed,
Why take a
clean
chance?
and free from rock joints.
The
The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the keep.
There could be agents of the Empire looking for an opportunity.
There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city. That it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family.
I'll stay here for now.
I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. Maven Blackbriar is the owner of the largest and most profitable business in all Skyrim, the Blackbriar Meadery.
What does he want now? I already explained to him that you can't get blood from a stone. Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'll pay next month. Look, I can't make the coin appear out of thin air. Please, be reasonable. I'm sorry, just don't hurt me. Here's the gold. Now please, just leave me in peace.
Imperials think we need their laws.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
So, can I interest you in anything today? What? Oh, it's one of you people. So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? What's this message? Oh, I'll pay. Here, tell Brynjolf not to worry about it anymore.
Looking to stay alive?
Fresh
Why
meats
take a
and
chance?
produce. Get them.
Ah, a fellow Nord. I trust you're bringing the fight to the Empire.
What do you want? I met her when I wandered into Riften a few years ago. Been smitten with her ever since. In fact, in Blackmarsh, I already have the gold band, but all I need are 3. I was hoping you'd offer. I didn't think it was my place to ask such a favor of you. With the rumors going around about how poorly your guild's been doing, she's become much too bold. I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a war with your people. Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Kirava has some family up. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. The amethyst in the center represents the Hist, the entity that all
Here for a
Argonians
room or
consider a
something to
sacred
drink?
part of our lives.
Show me some Look, everything was all just a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to tell Brynjolf to go jump off the pier. You tell him I'm sorry, yes? Take this. Every single coin I owe is there. I swear it.
Hello, friend. I hope we bump into each other again.
Soon we'll rid Skyrim of elves. Their bloody justice in the yard.
buying and selling fine jewelry.
Buy some armor and live.
Huh?
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of all, you did it clean. I like that. Dumping bodies and keeping the guards quiet can be expensive. Well done. And it would seem I owe you something in return. Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny's in your blood. The telltale sign of a practiced thief. I think you'll do more than just fit in around here. How about following me and I'll show you what we're all about?
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground. Why? You think it's funny or something? Already did. What? You still think it's funny? Until next time.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new
So
recruit.
you made it out.
Good
Better
for
not be
you.
another waste.
Don't
of the
expect me to
guild's
thank you.
resources,
I still remember
Brynjolf.
what you did to me.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. You play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. We do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? Good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the test.
Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. So let her prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lass. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin, so don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told and keep your blade clean. We can't turn a profit by killing. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way around this place, and they'll be able to kick some extra jobs your way. Oh, and talk to Tonelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouthed wood elf named Arengoth. We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of the estate's hives and clearing out the safe in the main house. The catch is that you can't burn the whole place to the ground. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. Aye. The last thing we want to be doing is crossing our clients. Maven prefers that Arengoth remains alive, but if he tries to stop you from getting the job done, kill him. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make me look foolish by mucking it up. Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of gold for the guild. You could almost call it our sweetest deal. Then out of the clear blue, Arengoth stopped sending us our cut. Mercer was, well, angry to put it kindly. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of mercenaries to guard the place. Aye. Arengoth sent the city guard packing and fortified the entire island. In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. You should talk to her about it before you go. You watch yourself on that island. Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.